Alright, we're back and we are continuing to work on improving the economy here. By that I mean making more products, boosting our production of minty copper. It looks like we've got a small shortage of mechanical parts. And I'm going to set up a mechanical parts production over here as a backup recipe. Because these guys are full of other parts. And we have additional capacity here where we're just not performing anything with. I wonder if we can now take this waste products and use the burner rather than dumping this into the ocean. Is that what the burner does? Let's find out. Dumps liquid into ocean. Yeah, no, that's not what the burner does. Oh, the burner gets rid of garbage. Oh, that's nice. All right. I think should be able to set up a burner right here and then burn garbage, right? Is it gonna take a conveyor there? Let's learn what this is going to move. Yeah. Waiting for products. Looks like we're waiting for construction parts and rubber. And I'm gonna set this to be a low priority operation. Yeah, because this is gonna roll this trash right out of here and right into the burner. I'm going to set this to boost temporarily. Just to get this cleared out of here. Ooh, not enough unity. Dump this vehicle fuel saver unity cost and this growth boost. I don't need this. Okay, well, let's see, Unity cap. Air pollution, water pollution. Not sure what, if anything, we can do about the air pollution. Probably back off on these boosts here. I think we're gonna set up a single boosting system though. Not boosting system, a single exhaust system to get rid of all the exhaust. Oh, this can be a little complicated to set this up, but we've got plenty of pipes, plenty of construction materials to make pipes, so let's get going on that. So let's have a look at where all of our exhausts are. Primarily, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it looks like they're primarily located over here. So I'm going to set up a main exhaust. Oh yeah, this is a huge exhaust right here. Exhausts. Get rid of your exhaust. We're going to run level 1 pipes. Additional pipes, exhaust stacks we're going to have to get rid of here. This right into that exhaust there. And exhaust right there too. Okay. Gonna slam the boost on these guys temporarily. I'm gonna add a second copper electrolysis system here. also gonna slam this boost on this blast furnace. This is nice and tight. Alright, copper electrolysis. Exhaust holding up here. Good, we're only using 25% of our capacity for that. Seems to have reduced the air pollution. Air separator gonna do for us? Not much. Situation on this pipe. Add another pipe to bring the exhaust out of here in two different ways and increase the capacity here. Should cut down on the amount of exhaust coming through that one pipe there. There we go. It's going to allow us to boost here as hard as we want to boost. Let's try and boost all of these smelters to see if we can do it without running into exhaust trouble. I don't even think it's a sustainable boost because we're going to run out of ore storage, but and not just ore but coal. Yep, this one place is having difficulty because of the piping here. Alright, well, let's take another pipe and route some exhaust into this direction. Oh yeah, we're getting the capacity now. We're running this so hard we're gonna run out of coal. But exhaust is no longer the limiting factor. Alright, I'm shutting down the boost here on these guys. How are we doing on metal parts here? We're good. Alright, mine control tower. Looks like we gotta do some mine adjustments to expand some additional designations to start digging. Sand much? Oh, look at this. We got a lot of coal. We gotta expand our mining designations here. Here we go. Alright, looks like we're doing really good on fuel, and we finally are filling up our oil. We're down to 44% of this reserve. I'm gonna check our water reserve, because never really... Yeah, we're in really good shape over here for that. There's more oil up over here, I think, somewhere. Let's see. In order to see that, I need to try and place another oil pump. Yeah, okay, another reserve right here. We're gonna need a dump area too. I guess we can keep dumping like this. think I'm gonna leave one of these on boost just to get more molten metal moving through there. We don't seem to be able to keep up with that, which is to be expected when we're building all these products at such a high rate. Alright, so what else can we start working on for economic expansion here? We're gonna start making electricity, getting rid of some of this diesel consumption here. So we're gonna set up a boiler. And that is gonna have some waste exhaust. Gonna dress onto this exhaust pipe here. There we go. It's already handling quite a lot of exhaust, but it is what it is. Okay. Steam production and exhaust. We need water and coal brought in here. So coal, we're going to be bringing that in via a conveyor. Now, let's see here. Alright, steam takes high pressure turbine, creates mechanical power. Steam comes in here. Actually, I think we might be able to do this on a pipe. Megawatts of mechanical power now. Start turning this flywheel here. Transport to output steam. So I think we're gonna need a steam exhaust output here. Not exactly sure why this is a second level there, but it is. Okay. Alright, power generator. There she goes. We're starting to make some energy to turn this giant flywheel. Do yourself a favor and don't stick your finger between the yellow wheel and this little white concrete area, or your toes or your dick, anything. Or you'll never see it again. Well, actually, you'll see it spinning round and round and round and round. We don't want that, though. All right, and here's the power generation. If I understand this right, this thing is going to generate up to 2 megawatts of juice. This is exhausting. Coal exhaust. This is burning coal in order to create steam. It's creating lots of steam that the high pressure turbine is creating. Alright, it's time to start shutting down these guys. And I'm going to start packing them up. We don't need nearly as many of these. I'm going to shut down half of our generation capacity here, and then we're going to add some additional turbine capacity here. Oh, we need more coal. Yeah, we need trucks that are moving coal over here much quicker. Oof. Yeah, without coal, we got an issue here. I think what I'm going to do is split off temporarily some of this coal here. Yeah, I think I'm going to make 2 more casters here. Okay, well the good news is I think we got enough coal. Going where we want it now. We're just still behind on our production. Let's go and take a look at the coal mine. They are running this thing at capacity here. I think if anything, maybe one more excavator. Two more trucks. Shut down fuel and cut these other ones off here. I don't think I wanted to get rid of this oil pipe, but here we go. boost the steam production here. Now that we've got enough coal coming into this thing, we could probably set up another steam turbine along this. In order to use some of this additional steam, because this thing is not running full bore. Oh, and this is getting water from trucks? Yeah, we should totally get that. Running water from our actual water supply. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't even know if this water line is going to be sufficient to get it in there. Alright, let's get a second power high pressure turbine building here. Collision with this pillar, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna need to get rid of this. This high. There we go. Alright, now bring the exhaust line for that. This is the exhaust line for the steam exhaust. Just getting all this stuff built up over here. Alright, now, what have I got going on here? This needs coal, not enough input. What? Missing input products. We're missing steam. Is the steam coming out of here? We're missing coal. Why are we missing coal? Isn't coal coming in right here? Something's not working right here. For some reason, we're not getting power there. Power for the conveyor, I guess. Conveyor to move in coal, that's got to be the problem here, I guess. Alright, that should take care of that issue. Good. Now boost this temporarily. Waiting for water. Oh, we need water for... we need... let's get another diesel generator here, I guess, temporarily. So I'm going to boost water production here. Alright, we just need to get steam going from here into there as well. And we're waiting for water again. Here's what we need to do for this. This totally sucks. Set up 2 giant water storage tanks. On a main line of water off of here directly to there. Get this water line out of here. This water line, which is garbage. Two fat water pipes coming out of this bitch. Set this thing for maximum boost. Alright, even if we're boosting, there ain't no way this pipe is gonna fill up. exhaust is now our limiting factor here, and it looks like we've got a pipe demand issue, pipe supply issue on exhaust, so go with the fat pipe here. Get this done. Let's go. All right. Okay, this should be exhausting here very shortly. Ooh, fuel station's out of fuel. Wow, that is a tragedy. Ramrod these water facilities to fill this thing up. Beautiful. All right, we finally have the energy that we need here, it looks like. I think we'll take the boost off of this. We'll just add another water pump here. Oh, speaking of which, we do have an excavator, and we're gonna send another excavator over to the coal mine. And maybe one more truck. 2 more trucks. Alright, let's get the research fired up to the next projects that we're gonna work on here. Let's see. Second level storage, cargo depot, and storage. What do I need for this? I need a research lab plus. It looks like, I don't know what that even means. There's large vehicles, and here's recycling. Captain's office 2. Alright. Oh, we need power. What's the problem with power right now? It's very finicky. Oh, it's exhaust again. Okay. So the problem here is we're dumping a large volume of exhaust into a small volume pipe. So I'm going to run another pipe from here and then connect it in there. That should eliminate the exhaust bottleneck, which should eliminate our power demand and consumption supply problem. Yeah, it looks like this is clearing out already. Look at that. All right. We are truly admiraling industry here. And we just don't need that much more sand. Rather than boosting another concrete slab mixer, I think I'm just going to add an additional concrete mixer, another unit. First of all, let's add 2 more unit storages here. Then, let's set up another concrete mixer. Get the conveyor. In fact, I'm probably going to set up an additional 2 more concrete mixers. Because why not? Guess what? This idiot truck got stuck here, and I'm gonna immediately order him to get over here. I don't think I can do that because it's stuck. The only thing I can do is get rid of this conveyor here, and then should be able to get him out of here, right? Oh, it might be stuck because of the pipe. It's really kind of hard to tell what's got him stuck. Yeah, get out of the way. There we go. Alright, back to conveyor. What are we waiting on here? We're waiting on cement. What is the problem here? This connection doesn't look right. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's going to the wrong location. There we go. Alright. Problem solved. Oh, we also need sand brought in. There we go. Okay. And rather than slamming this thing on boost, I'm just gonna build another rotary kiln right next to it. We have plenty of materials. May as well just do it. Set the exhaust. Alright, there's coal. And that is limestone. Another high pressure turbine here. I guess I have to get rid of this pipe yet again. I think I'm gonna build the replacement pipe though right away. So we're not gonna have to shut down power. Start and end are connected to the same transport. Yeah, they are. Imagine that, right? And why is that? Well, because this thing needs me to get rid of this in order to put in another steam plant, another high pressure turbine here. Alright, so let's see here. I don't even know if this is going to be adequately producing enough steam to do this. Maybe it won't be. We'll find out. Bring this exhaust here. This is only at 35%, so I think it should work. I don't know if we're working near capacity or not. Probably not. Although we'll find out. Oh yeah, we're getting some power in here. Yeah, we're not getting enough power. Yeah, we're running out of places to store food, it looks like. So what that means to me is we can probably get rid of this farm and then just set up the water supply in order to get water to these guys. They're waiting for water or rain. I'm also thinking we should make some other foods here besides just potatoes. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of this farm. I'm going to build a potato storage. Food market here. Here we go. Okay, what is a transformer? Pipe. Okay, and same thing for you guys. Perfect. Now I can get rid of these pipes. It's not really doing anything for me. So we should be able to get another power generator hooked on here. as you can see, we're starting to lose our overall accumulated energy. Let me try boosting. Yeah, we're waiting for water here. And let me go with a fat pipe here. See if that fixes the issue. Probably won't. Let's try boosting this again. Output is full. Okay, yeah, so pipe output. Oh yeah, transformer energy. Take in vegetables. We need more water over here too, looks like. Oh yeah. Take this. Get rid of this piping. Incompatible port at the end? What? Oh, for frick's sake. The water is going in the wrong direction, evidently. Boy, I am just fucking had it with this piping. Ugh. Alright, give me a fat water pipe. Set up another boiler here. Okay, let's see what we got here for power. We got fat water pipes going to both boilers. We got coal going to both boilers. We got a fat steam pipe. Let's see, exhausting. Fat, yeah, exhaust, carbon monoxide exhaust. And we've got the actual fat steam pipe coming out of that thing. Hurry this up, come on, let's go here. We should be producing steam. A shit ton of it right through here. There we go. You're missing input products. No, I don't believe you are. You're full up on steam. You're gonna be full up on steam. You're gonna be full up on steam. It's time for us to boost these guys to maximum. There's legitimately going to be no place for there not to be steam pushing through here. Perfect. Not even a need to boost. And your exhaust is looking good. Outstanding. Alright, and how is our farm? We're waiting on rainwater. Are we waiting on water? Why are we waiting on water? Oh, because this pipe is wrong. There must be a trick to doing these pipes starting with, you probably have to pull them off of the actual main line or something. There you go. The direction that they're moving in brings the water over. What's the issue? High pressure turbine needs to transport to steam pressure. Do I not have one? You're just not getting enough exhaust here, right? That's the problem, I'm assuming. Yep, I think that's it. I'm almost thinking we could exhaust more than one thing over here, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Oh yeah, we should probably check on our oil reserves here. Down to 30%. Fuel level is pretty low. Oh, 61 years in, we've got a huge industry built up, and I think this is a good time for dinner and a dinner break. So I'm gonna pause it here. Thanks for joining, and hope you guys enjoyed the build up of the industrial economy, and I look forward to joining you next time when we do some more radical expansions here in Captain of Industry. Until next time, folks.